In this lesson, we will learn how to build a plural form of adjectives. Basically, in the following two lessons, we will learn this, and this lesson will give you the map about all of the rules we will use. So please write them down and keep them for your information and for the reference. So you can refer to this lesson over and over again. Basically, what is going on here? As you know, we got three forms of adjectives for every adjective: the masculine, feminine, and neutral. So basically, the example would be the word new, the adjective new, новый, новый. This is the form, how you will find it in the dictionary. Новый, the masculine form of adjective. And we learn how to build the feminine. We replace «ы» with «ая». Новая. «ы» becomes «ая» for feminine form. And for neutral form, «ы» is replaced with «ое». Новое. Новое. So, depending on the noun we want to describe, for feminine we would choose новая, and for neutral we would choose новое. For masculine, новый, the dictionary form. Well, what's happening with the plural? For plural, we will have новые. Новые. For all genders. How comes? So, basically, plural is one form. How comes that there's only one form? So you already understand the logic. I already described it twice. However, I want to repeat it again. We get nouns in three different genders: masculine, feminine, and neutral. Once we build a plural of noun, we remove the gender-specific ending, and grammatically it will become genderless. Basically, we'll have a plural of a word which we cannot really distinguish the gender out of. Actually, we can, because we understand the logic, but in the fact in this word we don't have a particular gender now. And because of this, we already know that we need at certain particular points only one form of description. For example, for personal pronouns. And here we get only one form of description for adjectives. So adjective is only one for all three genders. I hope it was understandable, and you will get examples in the following two lessons. In this lesson, I promised you I'll give you the map. So the first group, basically how will we proceed? We will distinguish the groups of adjectives according to their endings. There are only three groups, easy to distinguish. And we remove the ending and replace it with a new ending. So the first group will be adjectives with the endings «ы» and «ой». «ы» and «ой». So basically, if you find an adjective in the dictionary form, so we are speaking about the masculine form of ending noun. So the form is masculine. Here we got новый. We take away «ы» and replace it, guess, with «ые». «ые». So, and «ые» becomes plural. In the following two lessons, I will give you all possible endings which could come. So, «ы», «ая», «ое», and replacement with «ые». How you will learn it, it depends on you. If you want to learn all endings, and you want to learn that, well, these three endings are replaced with «ые», so the more complex rule, it's up to you. However, I'm suggesting you to learn only «ы» and «ой and try to reproduce it. So «ы» becomes «ая», «ое» for feminine and neutral. We already learned it a few times. And well, we need to replace with «ые». However, you will get examples and you can decide in the following two lessons about this. Second group are adjectives ending in «ни». «ни». So if we got adjectives ending in «ни», basically in the masculine form. Again, now here «ни» refers only to the form which is given by the dictionary, and this is the adjectives for the masculine form of noun. So the adjectives which will describe masculine nouns. And in the previous lessons we learned how to establish the feminine and the neutral. So If we got masculine ending ni for adjective, we need to replace it with niye. Niye in plural. You will get some examples in the following lesson. The third group is a bit trickier. First group, it refers to endings e and oi. So you will tell me, oh, well, how is it possible? We got oi in both in the first group and in the second group. Well, because there is a special rule, like there is a special additional part of this endings. This is the three letters which could come before e or oi. So if we got letters g, k, or h before e and oi, then we will replace these two endings with iye. With iye in plural. This third group might be presented to you in two different forms, and I want to give you also here in the very first lesson, so you will understand what is going on here. So basically, you can see e or oi as endings. So technically, we can have six different endings. First, gi or goi. So if we got g coming in front of e or oi, so we've got adjectives ending on gi or goi, we will replace them with endings gi or goi. I hope you see this. If you cannot really imagine it right now, you will understand it in the following lesson, because I will give you examples and we will work on all of these endings separately. And for the next one, it would be a ka. If it comes before e or oi, so technically we would have endings ki or koi. There will become endings kia or koya. Or koya. And accordingly with ha, he or hoi, he or hoi, they will become here or hoya. Here or hoya. So, as all of Russian rules, I want to tell you something about this. Russians, for example, do not learn them this way. I have, while being at school, I have never seen these rules. And it is kind of difficult for usual Russian to describe how comes that we got different endings and what are the rules behind them, because we learned it natural form, and we get this information, this language information inside our heads, and we use them automatic, almost reflexive, so intuitive. And we always use the right form of adjective. How is it possible? Well, we learn it this way, we learn it from our childhood. What does it mean to you? To you, I want to suggest to you, try to recognize the general structure, try to realize how the language is building, especially try to understand that the endings are basically distinguishing the gender of the noun or of an adjective describing the noun. And those are always one word. So you don't need to come always over and over to the dictionary and to check this word. Just understand that novый, novая, novaya is new. And from this, once you started to speak, once you started to read, you will derive the genders of words and the genders of adjectives, and you will become more and more skillful in this. And at some point, you will become like a Russian. You will use them intuitively, and well, if you make a mistake, it won't matter that much, especially in the speaking language, because people will understand you. So this is very important to understand. So here, even though I will give you in that second and the third lesson of plural for adjectives, I will give you the general schemes and I will give you all of the structures. I would suggest you just write them down, keep them in mind that something like this exists. So if you need a certain explanation, but don't learn them by heart. the learning by heart of these schemes will not help you in studying Russian language. Understanding will help you, and the routine of using them frequently.